Look, come here. Alright, man, well, I actually have some pretty good news, man. I'm actually really excited about this. So today is YouTube payment day, and I was a little concerned. Like, shoot, man, like, I don't know how much it's going to be. I feel like it's going to be a lot less than the previous months, because it's been a very steady decline for the past couple months, and especially a couple weeks for sure. Usually the 21st is my favorite day of the month, and I was like pretty nervous about it today. Dude, it was almost $1,000 more than I thought it was gonna be, like a complete surprise. And man, I needed that, not necessarily financially, but encouragement wise. I was just feeling like bleh, and like it was a rut. Like everything I was doing was like not working, and because like to be honest, like I said, the views have not been as great, which I'm not like so view centric. It's just that that's also how I make money. So if I put out a bunch of videos and each of them get 100 views, it's almost like your work isn't working kind of thing. Especially when things like that would get several thousand before. So it's like, what am I doing wrong? Do I need to pivot? Is there something I need to adjust? But like, to get a payment like that from YouTube, where it was that high, you know, it was almost $3,000. And some people, let me rephrase, let me talk about this for a sec, because some people have talked about like, hey, maybe you shouldn't say how much you make in YouTube. And I, at least at this stage, I really want to be transparent about it, because I think it's really important to break this stigma of it's impossible to make money online, or it's impossible to make money from YouTube, or being, you know, musicians hard work or poor, you know. I've had to deal with that stigma my whole life, so I'm really passionate about breaking that stigma and showing people that it's actually possible to do things you love. You know, so many people that work and hate their job, and I know so many friends, you know, and people very close to me that hate going to work every day. And it's like, if you put in work elsewhere, like, you might not have to one day. And look, it was a serious journey to get here, a lot of work, but it paid off. So I really needed that. I mean, I definitely needed I guess I needed the extra $1,000 for sure, financially for sure, because let me not play it off. I definitely need that financially for sure, because I definitely invested a little too heavily in the earlier months of this year, and now that I've spent so much in the past couple months with traveling and stuff, it's like I needed that money back, so I started to sell off a couple of investments and stuff. So I definitely, this extra $1,000 is tremendously like helpful, but it's also like, it was more like emotionally, like I needed that encouragement, like, okay, it's actually working, we're going somewhere, like we're still making money. It's not like you know, it's okay, you know, because when you don't make money, it adds this pressure of like, I need to make money kind of thing. So it's good to have that kind of like just a little bit more relaxing. All right, so I just finished making up the lyric video for the Let 'Em Roll song. I just started mastering, and I'm about to finish mastering the new song coming out Friday. I'm really trying. I want to get back onto the song a week. I miss doing that. I miss being creative. This song is fun. I wrote it on the plane to Nashville. The chorus was written on the plane. The whole melody for the whole song was written on the plane. All the instrumentation and everything. The verses I had from a different idea of a song previously, and then I kind of adapted them and changed the melody and everything to fit this song. Could it be more produced to spend more time on? Probably, but I miss being creative, and I miss making music, and I don't want to spend 6 weeks on each song. I miss writing, I miss producing, and I want to get back into it, and I think a song a week or song bi-weekly is definitely a way to do it. So I have this one. I have a couple ideas lined up and like semi-finished tracks, so stay tuned for those. Okay, made just a couple adjustments, and now we're bouncing the final version to master and then release. There you have it, even in the wild, release. All right, there you have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos filmed so far. Oh, every time I say that, you gotta stretch. Yo, this is pretty wild. I just got a FaceTime call from the guy Joel Barnes. It's like 2 hours ago, his manager asked for my cell phone number, so I sent them my number. And like 2 hours later, like I just get this random FaceTime call, and it's Joe, which is crazy. Like the reason it's crazy is because like I sing his song all the time, and like we sing it at church all the time. What's really admirable actually is the fact that like he has to push back the interview a little bit or reschedule slightly, and he feels really bad, which I understand. We've been going back and forth for like 2 months trying to schedule, and it just keeps like my schedule changes, his schedule changes. It's like it's been a little difficult. So I think he felt really bad, and he was like, you know, I really want to call and personally apologize, which I found very admirable. Especially to give a cell phone number away, like that's pretty wild. That's really crazy. But like it's just it's wild to see, you know, like just the connections that God is making, in the sense of like, not that I would text him right now, but like the fact that I now have Joel's cell phone number in my phone, which is crazy. All right, here we go. Blake McLean would like to enter the waiting room. Hey, what's going on? All right, just wrapped up the Blake McLean and Birds of Paradise interview. Really, really cool guys. Really fun. Definitely enjoyed it. Had some really cool talks about music. So, haven't seen it yet. Go check it out. Really inspired me to make some music. Dude, one of the best things I actually really appreciated about the interview, the number one part I would say, was the fact when he was talking about like the time he took to put into the channel. It's like so many people can assume that it's just filming videos and posting it all. Like no, he would spend hours creating the right vibe and making it cold in the studio so he'd get the steam coming. Like he was intentional and that paid off, and I appreciate that tremendously. All right, time to hop on another Zoom call. Okay, so a little update as to what that Zoom call was about. It was a business Zoom call, business meeting Zoom call. So I like, even though it's like insider information, I like sharing it with you guys on the vlog first because it literally means the world to me that you guys actually watch the vlog. That is the coolest thing ever for me. So what it is there is no timeline let on it right now. There's like literally no timeline. I'm not sure. My goal is by the end of the year, so it got a couple of months, but I have no idea. It could be next month. It could be 3 months from now. But we are coming out with the Jacob Restituto app. And I'm like legit like on the App Store, or at least the goal is to. I don't want to commit to it until if it doesn't happen. But the goal, the meeting was the goal to talk about coming out with the Jacob Restituto app. You're gonna be able to do a lot of things. The goal is to have it in by the end of the year. You'll be able to download it, Apple, Android, like actually have it on your phone, like legit. I want it because I want to be able to promote everything in one place. So instead of in the YouTube videos, it's constantly changing. Oh, check out Patreon, check out Instagram, new giveaway, new this, new that. Like, no. One place, all I want to say is download my Jacob Restituto app in your app store. And then boom, when they download it, there'll be all these things that'll constantly be changing, options, like really seamless, really easy to use, user-friendly, but it'll be just Jacob Restituto in one place. New song, banner. You know, like it just, I'm really pumped. If this works out the way I want it to, which I hope it does, this is going to be legit and sick. All right, now it is time for me to record. I don't really want to just because, I don't know, I'm nervous about how it's going to come out. My part to the D. Reverend Hansen cover. What I'm going to do is, I'm not super familiar with the song, so I'm probably going to listen to it 3 times, at least the male part 3 times, really get a feel for it, and then go in and record it. Alright, it's time to give this a shot. That's all that I've wanted for longer than you could possibly know. So it can be us, and only us. We can try that, it's not so impossible.